Once again, you already know what it is, and you already know where you have reached the number one collaborative professional wrestling podcast anywhere on the face of this planet. To my immediate left, your right, is the one and only Conrad Cushman, representing Everything Pro Wrestling, the conglomerate known as Everything Pro Wrestling. My name is Sean Hubbard, representing HW Weekly and HWweekly.com. Super fired up for tonight's episode, man. We're about to give you this 90-minute or less blitz of professional wrestling. Conrad's ready. I'm ready. The chat's already in the building. We see y'all, man. We appreciate y'all greatly. Merry Christmas week. Happy holidays week. You know what I'm saying? It's ready to be a beautiful holiday season. I pray for each and every one of us. But before we get to that, we got to get to this. It's the one and only Clash of the Podcast coming at you right about now. Conrad, my brother, do me a big favor on this Christmas week and drop that thing.
Welcome. Another edition of Clash of the Podcast. We thank you all for being here. I am Conrad Cushman, representing Everything Pro Wrestling. He is Sean Hubbard, representing HW Weekly.
Bells will be ringing.
And he is singing today. We're going to be talking about all the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. It's going to be an interesting week. I mean, there's stuff to talk about, but there's really not stuff to talk about because we're kind of in the wait mode of things to happen. But the next couple weeks will be kind of bonkers.
Well, when WWE pre-records their entire weekly lineup, it's kind of like, what are we doing?
I got to be fair. AEW did the same.
Oh, I like AEW better. Whatever.
Yeah, they were a little more recent. But
that's what I'm trying to say. Exactly.
Yeah, but I can't be mad if they're giving wrestlers and stuff time off.
Oh, I'm not mad at that, but like at the end of the day, you know what? I'd rather there be no wrestling than to have pre-tape wrestling. That's how serious I'm about that.
You think we're beyond that now?
I think so. I think so because we already know what's going on. We already know it was a major title change. I'm not going to ruin it for everybody who did not see it, but it's like, come on, man. Like, and another thing, why would you schedule a major title change on a pre-tape show? Like, what is wrong with you?
No clue. Maybe they get more people to watch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Watch the graps. But we got a full house in the chat. We appreciate all of you who are in here. Once again, hit like, subscribe. I don't know if you're going to get your shirts in time if you order them from Threadless for Sean, TeePublic for me, Bonfire for me, but get yourself a shirt. Treat yourself.
Probably, I'm going to keep it 100. Probably not, but your New Year's party, you'll be ready to rock and roll.
Get yourself a little gift card. You can spend it on us. Help a brother out. Angel look cool doing it. I promise you. Clown is in the house.
Cleasy, 130, 420.
Says afternoon, everyone. Appreciate you, Clown. Ray Thompson's in here. He said, just wanted to wish the EPW community a Merry Christmas.
Amen.
We appreciate that, Ray. Ray said, if everyone could keep my family in your thoughts, it would be appreciated. We had to put our dog down today and our furnace went out. The holidays have been very tough this year, to say the least. Prayers to you and your family, Ray. I know we were talking about some other stuff too, man. So I will definitely keep your family in the prayers.
My favorite line, when I say it, you'll recognize it immediately. I'm not going to preach to you, but Ray, you know the words of prayer. I know your background. Keep the faith, my friend.
Also, prayers up to his wife who also injured her foot on Thanksgiving. So prayers up. Let's see. XG Dub, Merry Christmas, Clash fam. Appreciate that, XGW.
Merry Christmas, X. We appreciate you. I keep telling you, bro, you gotta take yourself off the list of people who we cannot tag. Unless you got stalkers, unless you've had a bad situation on X where somebody has tagged you in some inappropriate things, take that block off. We want to include you in our posts. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Sir Quills.
Quilly!
Go ahead, Sean.
What's up, Conrad, Sean, and chat? Your boy Sir Quills is back again to enjoy two of my favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for episode 173 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast, hashtag EPW, hashtag HWW. He goes on to say, this should be quite an interesting or intriguing, I should say, episode of Clash, just to hear the different or similar opinions or options upcoming for 2026. We appreciate you, Quills. Lots to talk about, but like Conrad said, not so much. This has kind of been a week in professional wrestling with everything being pre-recorded. It puts people like Conrad and I, who are always on the pulse of professional wrestling, in an uncomfortable spot, right? This is us just being transparent with you guys. When everything's pre-recorded, we can't hit y'all with the 1-2s of professional wrestling like we always do. We're always on top of things. We're always doing our homework. We're always students of the game. But when you do 2 weeks worth of material in 1 week, and in this day and age of internet, it's kind of like, it is what it is, Like, we can't even foreshadow because the foreshadowing is already done.
Yeah. Sean's right on the money with that. Joel comes in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, first of all, good sir. He said, what do you want to see in wrestling in 2026?
Jey Uso is world champion again. I'm just kidding. Relax.
I don't know for 2026 as far as the world of pro wrestling goes. I think I'd like to just see everybody step it up right now. Be a fair answer, like better for New Japan, better for AEW, better for WWE. Just creative writing, stepping it up, good shows.
I want to see WWE right the ship, and there's only one way to right the ship. Roman Reigns must win the Royal Rumble. I don't, and I'm obviously I was kidding about the Jey Uso thing. By the way, big shout out to Jey Uso. He had a great 2025 and he deserved it. But we are on to the next chapter, okay? The bottom line, Conrad Cushman, Joel, chat, Roman Reigns runs circles around Cody Rhodes. I don't know why the handsome black man has to always be the one to say it. Why do I have to always be the one to say it? How come people are afraid to tell the truth? Cody Rhodes, as the face of the company, cannot hold anything against Roman Reigns. We need Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble, and we need Roman Reigns to either take back the title from Cody Rhodes or take the World Heavyweight title and make the World Heavyweight title more relevant than the WWE title. Roman Reigns is best for business. Conrad, why am I the only one? You're a pretty good-looking guy yourself. Don't want to throw you out there and leave you out there in the lurch. But why does the good-looking black man have to be the only one to say? How come we're afraid to admit the truth?
Listen, the brother of mocha complexion is going to say that I don't think you're wrong. I do think that is the next move for WWE, at least, to say the least. We'll get more into that, I promise you, with this week and next week. McKinney says, I'm here to talk wrestling with the Fire live chat and the best bros to talk wrestling with. Clash of the podcast, and to let y'all know, Christmas isn't a time or season, but a state of mind.
Yes, sir, McKinney. We appreciate you, big bro. Appreciate you.
Always, man. And happy birthday to your daughter. I think I saw
that. Man, fantastic. Happy birthday to baby McKinney. Love that.
Yes. So much love. Vinny.
The only Vinny we like.
Says happy holidays, y'all. God bless y'all. God bless you, Vinny. Thank you so much for that.
God bless you, Vinny. We appreciate you so much.
Yes. And McKinney also comes in with the best Christmas present is remembering what you already have. I felt like I had to read that. I saw that.
Preach.
That is so true. We got our good friend Matt Lopez in the house.
M. Lisi, Fo, Sheezy. Hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good Monday. And let's keep the festive week off. This festive week off with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. M. Lisi, we appreciate you very much.
We do, Matt. Always, man. Thank you so much. And Matt's over in our Discord. I just put a link in there for it. Make sure you guys are over there with us, man. Much appreciated. Miracle in the house.
I'm searching for a miracle. Believe the impossible. There you go.
Always good to hear that. What up to my favorite podcast tag team, Conrad and Sean? As always, looking forward to discussing some wrestling with you in the chat. We appreciate that, Miracle. Thank you.
We appreciate you, Miracle. You know what I appreciate? Before we get to the AEW fan hub, I like that name. We're going to talk to you, give a big shout out to you as well. By the way, for the people in the back, I don't know what people I'm talking about, but for everybody who can hear or within the sound of my voice, don't take my Jey Uso joke too seriously. Obviously, he's not in a position right now from a booking standpoint to be World Heavyweight Champion. But put some gold back around my boy's waist. I'm dead serious. I'm not against IC titles. I'm not against United States titles, and neither should you be.
I wouldn't be against tag titles either.
There you go.
Big shout out to AEW Fan Hub. I believe this is my guy, Kelson. I appreciate you, brother. We combined our Discords, and that is why it has Hub in it. And I thought it would be perfect because Sean works with us anyway, too.
Fantastic.
So, just another add-on to it. But yes, we run it together over there. So please make sure you guys are coming on in. We got a lucha section if you're into that. We have a section for Joshi wrestling, indies, classics, whatever you guys want to get into. Come on over, man, and talk it up with us. We're almost at like 500 members over there.
I want to say right now, the AEW Fan Hub has jumped the line as it relates to one of my favorites because his comment, what you said about Uso was a joke, question mark. If you're insinuating that you believe Jey Uso should once again be back in the World Championship picture and that should not be a joke, then God bless you. God bless you. But being realistic and as the, right, Conrad, the proprietor of the Jey Uso bandwagon, I must be real. He does not seem to be in the World Championship picture at this particular point in time.
No, not at the moment, but that can always change.
Yes.
I'm jumping around here to get to people. T-Ferg, appreciate you with the what's good. Thank you for sharing your sympathy with Ray.
T-Ferg, what up, though?
And I hope you have a Merry Christmas as well, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. 'Tis the season.
Delay Grats in the house. What's good, man? Hey, EPW Show and Hubs. Remember, if Jake Paul can do it, we can all do it. Run for your life and get knocked out by a pro boxer. We're going to talk about that actually to kick things off on here.
Yeah, Delay Grats. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, just because that's what we wanted to do. Joel, thank you for the reminder here about this. I saw this earlier. I saw it on a Reddit post. AEW Worlds End Week. It'll be available on Triller TV internationally. But there's another deal. Triller TV is selling the AEW archives for AEW pay-per-views. Deep discounts, I believe around $5. So
fantastic.
Get in where you fit in. If you're missing some pay-per-views, this might be the time for you to scoop them up and hang on to them.
Get in where you fit in. That's what she said.
Because we're about to lose the old network of all the Mid-South and everything that we have, Sean, that we could always just go back to. Gone. Not feeling it.
Neither am I.
Guy Will Gamble's in the house. What's good, Guy Will Gamble? Says Europe. What's good? What's good, people?
Appreciate you, man.
Javon Evans is the truth and might be the actual next big thing. We got the awards coming up soon, man. You're going to be able to vote for them.
Am I eligible?
Well, I'll have to look through it one more time. I don't know. I don't know if you're on there.
I've asked you 4 weeks in a row.
Keep trying. Eric, what's good, man? He said, is Raw coming on tonight or not? Then being it's not live this week. Yeah, my Netflix says 12/29. So Raw should be on tonight, but it's not live per se. Like it already was recorded.
Yeah.
I hope that helps. Jasim, he said, I'm super excited for January 5th because we may hear some news about 2K26. I'm going to keep a close eye on the show. Yeah, you'll hear it either. If you don't hear it on that show, you're going to hear it at the Rumble show. So just brace yourself.
Jasim, thank you for being here.
All good, man. Appreciate it, man. Sean, let's get into this, man. Chat, thank you everybody for showing love. If you hit that like button, we appreciate it. First, we're going to talk a little boxing, though, because we got to go on the side of HW Weekly. And if you guys weren't over at HW Weekly, me and Sean gave our predictions for this. And I begrudgingly said I thought Jake Paul was going to be able to pull this out. And guess what? I've never been more happy in my life to be wrong. People never. That man got rocked. I don't know if there was an agreement to like, all right, first 3 rounds, I won't actually box you, but then after that, we're good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So Conrad was wrong. I was right, but I got to give Conrad a big credit. Only reason I'm calling you out for being wrong is because you said it yourself. I totally understand why you felt the way you felt, my friend. I do. I predicted that Anthony Joshua would win by knockout, but not because I'm this great boxing analyst or this great boxing historian. I am a boxing analyst. I am a boxing historian. But it didn't take me being great to make that prediction. You know the reason why I said Anthony Joshua would knock out Jake Paul? Chat, would you like to know why? If you haven't watched AEW Weekly, you should. But in case you missed it, there's a reason why, Conrad Cushman. Because he had to. He had no other alternative. Anthony Joshua's career was on the line.
His legacy was on the line, bro.
Everything was on the line. Everything. So he had no choice. And he took care of business. And I'm happy he did.
It made perfect sense. It looks like Jake Paul's jaw may be broken in 2 places. And I do want to get Sean's expert analysis because we are going to tie this back into wrestling. You saw what I just did there? I can vision.
It's just me, Oos. I'm sorry. Whenever anybody goes like this,
Do you know what's funny? It related right back to what I was about to say.
Oh, really?
How long does a broken jaw take to heal? Does anybody know? I should have looked it up before.
Healed without any worry about it being rebroken quite easily. I'd say 6 to 8 months.
6 months. So he might need some more time. These guys are freaks of nature, though. What if you?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. 6 to 8 months. I apologize. I'm totally off. 3 months, 12 weeks to make sure it's completely healed. Only 2 months if you're willing to risk it, but about 3 months.
What if for WrestleMania? And this is what I would sell out. The moment he got knocked out, Sean, I thought of this and I thought of you. What if you do the Usos versus the Pauls at WrestleMania?
Jeez Louise.
Listen,
it's only because I love my savior and I have respect for this show that I didn't curse up a storm just now.
Could you see them wanting to do do you see a future for Jake in boxing is what I'm asking anymore? Like he lost. I know he was still like, I'm going to get the world champ next. Like, I don't know if that was the hits talking or what, but
Jake Paul, the reason why I think Jake Paul is serious about remaining in the boxing game is because he was very, very particular about what he said he's going after. He didn't just say that he was going to go for a world championship, as you articulated quite correctly, Conrad Cushman, but he did add a caveat. He said he was going after the cruiserweight champion. He felt the power of one of the best heavyweights on the planet, and he realized that being a heavyweight is not for him. Now, the cruiserweight division at this particular time is not as stacked as the heavyweight division. There might be an opportunity there because it's not the greatest division in the world right now. There you go. To have an opportunity to win a world championship. That being said, if Jake Paul decided to not go back to boxing, of course there's a place in WWE for him because WWE is all about signing any smoke and mirror clown show that's available that would get them views, likes, and clicks. Usos versus the Pauls. I'm not saying you're wrong. Only reason I'm saying you could be right is because WWE is stupid in that regard. It would make me literally ill to see that match. Because you know what would happen? The Pauls would win. And that would bother me greatly. The Pauls have no business being in the same building as the Usos, much less the same ring.
Seeing how Logan's been hanging with Paul Heyman, I
don't like Logan Paul. By the way, I don't like Logan Paul. No, let's just put that out there as well.
I will co-sign that as well. I'm not a Logan Paul fan, but can't you just see it though? Him, his brother, they've been hanging with Heyman. I will represent you against the Usos. Yes. And that's how they get to it. Heyman can do the talking until his brother gets there. Jay beats him a couple times and then, we got to cheat to get him. My brother helped me. Boom, and then it gets, you can get there. There's ways to do it.
The program, Conrad Cushman, see, I'm always going to give credit where credit is due. You're a smart guy. The program writes itself. The Usos and the Pauls, a potential program between those two families, write themselves. It makes all the sense in the world. That being said, ... it would make me sick to my stomach.
I just had to put it out there.
But you're putting it out there, Conrad, because you're good at what you do. But I hope you're wrong. I probably hope you're wrong more than any time, in any situation ever. I've never hoped you are wrong more than I do right now. To me, it's just like the idea of, some people have thrown out there, because Logan Paul gets all these views and Logan Paul's so popular, WWE should make them their world champion.
Take it easy with that too. I mean,
but you've heard that though. You've heard that just like I have.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous to me.
I mean, that's like putting the title on, Big Boom. Like, we're not doing
right. Like, what are we doing? Why are we even having these conversations?
It's just a ride. Said Logan Paul is one of the many reasons why I don't watch that BS over in. He calls it the Fed. But yeah, I mean, it can be a turnoff too to some people, like especially people who are wrestling historians, people who love pro wrestling. Like, they're gonna be turned off from that. Appreciate everybody in here. Clown came in and he said much rather see Usos versus Jacob and Zilla. That might be a better matchup if they can get to it. I love the comments in here, man. And Joel asked, what about Anderson Silva at 50 stopping Tyron Woodley? Yeah, that was another good match.
I mean, like I said, as a student of the game, Conrad, you know the work I put in on the boxing side. It might even be more than the wrestling side, honestly, just keeping it 100 with you. One guy 43, one guy 50. The most intriguing part was the deke that Anderson Silva put on by reaching for his ankle. Tyron Woodley looked like he was mystified and got caught with the uppercut. But at the end of the day, though, there comes a point where it's like, okay, you know what? We need to stop this. I thought it was a sensational victory. Here's a question I have for you, Conrad. It was a sensational victory by Anderson Silva. But what does it mean? It means nothing.
Right. It's a payday.
Right.
MJB, what's good, man? I appreciate you. I'm seeing a lot of good boxing talk in the chat. MJB, he said, I think there's a story to be told with the Paul brothers. Don't know if there's money in their merch in WWE, much less AEW. Yeah, I don't know either how people would really get into it, but I just see it as it could be a marquee match for Mania, like one of the non-title marquee matches. Gives the Usos a spot, and it doesn't necessarily have to involve the titles.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Much love. Side note, Paul has
tool. You say tool bag.
Tool bag. Paul turns up in his Hulk Hogan inspired gear to get his jaw broke by a real boxer. Let that sink in. Yeah. Woodley dropped a song called "I'll Whoop Your A" and has proceeded to whoop 0A since then, 0-4.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You're not wrong, Rob. What's up, D? I see you.
What up? Chat. My guy Derek in the building.
Right on point, you both are. My guy Hubs. Yes, we will be talking about it. I mean, all right, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about how we started off Monday Night Raw last week. The man who was on the front of the thumbnail, Gunther, he came out and he gloated about what he did to John Cena, and it worked. It worked to an extent. Would you say, Sean? He got heat.
He got heat. He wanted to be hot, and he got heat.
So he talked all his mess, and he left out, and basically it looked like, I'm like, with Gunther, he leaves out. Adam Pearce is upset. You know, the bald head's all red, and he's like, "You just made a mockery of the sport," whatever he said, and he leaves. He's just smiling, leaving. Like, well, what are you gonna do to me? He just talked. He didn't say anything wrong. And then when he was leaving, he gets into his car and he says, "Oh yeah." AJ Styles is outside. Says, "Hey AJ," and then drove off. Very well done, Sean. Is that a sign of things to come, though? Is Gunther going to be the retirement guy, and do you have to book this guy like they booked Brock Lesnar after WrestleMania 30 at this point? To you,
to the latter, no, but to the former, as it relates to AJ Styles, you can book it. Book it. AJ Styles will be retired by Gunther. Book it right here and now. That was a clear precursor to what's to come. 100%. Now, going on a run like Brock Lesnar did, I didn't agree with Brock Lesnar going on the run that Brock Lesnar went on, so I wouldn't certainly want that to happen with Gunther either. But that being said, I understand how WWE handles their business. We can see that quite easily. But to answer your question, the former, yes, 100%. AJ Styles will go down at the hands of Gunther in his retirement match. Him going on a Brock-like run, I sincerely hope not, because I didn't think that was good for the industry when it happened.
Yeah. What's good, Clay Lewis? I see you in the chat. Welcome.
What up, Clay?
And MJB.
If I'm gonna call him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay.
Shout out to MJB too, man. I saw those Sting photos, bro. Saw them on the socials.
Yeah, man, that was fun, man. Yeah, nice.
BJ met him too. I saw. I was like, look at Beej out in the streets, man.
Chat. It doesn't matter that me and Conrad are in our 30s, and you guys might be younger or older. Your mama called him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. Y'all better put in the chat what movie that's from, and you better know it because it doesn't matter what age you are. And I'm gonna do it in the voice so you can definitely. His mama called him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. You better know where that movie is from.
Let's see here. We're getting some comments in first about Brock. If he retires, Brock instantly a face. I don't know if Brock Lesnar doesn't seem like the guy to retire. He seems more like a, can I do it? There's money to be made. I'm there. Like, I don't know. I don't know if Brock wants to retire. Same thing with Jericho. Like, I don't know if these guys actually want to retire.
Quills and McKinney, you never let me down. There you go, Miracle. I see you.
Yes. We got another super chat. Yo, he said the 10 Commandments.
Oh, Lord. No. I don't believe that to be accurate.
That was a knee
AEW
slapper.
fan
That was a knee slapper right there.
There you
MJB.
There you go, Ferg.
Go ahead, Sean. You got that one. Another
MJB in the place to boot. MJB in the place to be in this dancery. Let's put it that way. Says if Gunther is a career killer and Randy Orton is a legend killer, what the so-and-so are they doing with Gunther? Hey, good question. Good question.
Randy only RKO'd people. Gunther is out here really like, you are leaving. Goodbye. That's the end. And yes, Coming to America is an all-time classic.
Yes, sir.
Kind of like Undertaker, who kept wrestling till he couldn't. Yeah. Yeah. If they can get you out there, they will. Trust. Pound for pound, Sugar Ray Robinson is the greatest boxer that ever lived.
There you go. There you go, Quills, my dog. Rocky Marciano. What about Rocky Marciano?
How come every time someone wants to bring up boxing, they're Rocky Marciano?
Y'all got I'm about to watch this movie again just for no reason. I brought it up. I can't even blame nobody else because I was the one who brought it up. But now you got me thinking about that movie again. That's awesome.
You're the reason why those lean on me quotes just or the
little
shorts pop up and I'll just see it.
There you go.
What are you doing, Sams? What are you doing?
The enemy's here. Put the chains on the doors.
They're already here.
I see you. He kicked Joe Lewis's butt. I love it. Yo, classic. Conrad, we have a great chat in here. We have great people in this chat.
Yes, they are too much. Classic. Yeah, so honestly, at this point, though, I do think you have to be careful how you book Gunther. Gunther's going to be the guy. Let him be the guy. I don't want to see Gunther out here losing to El Grande Americano. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see Gunther out here with Sami Zayn beating him right now. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Those are things you just can't afford to do at this point. But I hope that they have plans for him, and I hope that they're actually going to keep him strong. I feel like him losing to Punk, Jey Uso, and all that seemed to be like his penance, and probably why they were like, oh, well, we'll give him this then. Okay. Now you don't have room to mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, I see no lies in what you just said.
Keeping it moving here tonight, man. We have CM Punk, Braun Breaker. That is going to be the world title match for the first Raw of the new year on January 5th. What do you expect from this, Sean? I know Sean is not a Braun Breaker guy.
That's a massive understatement, my brother.
And you know, with me, I've been calling it for years since I first saw him on NXT. I'm like, they're gonna make that guy. If Cody didn't do it, I was like, they're gonna make this guy do it. If they couldn't get Cody, but that isn't the route they went. They ended up picking up some other people since then. Is it Braun Breaker's time, Sean?
What's the date again?
January 5th.
Braun Breaker's gonna be the next champion. Braun Breaker wins January 5th.
So you think he's going into the Rumble world champ? Yeah,
which makes me very unhappy. But the writing is on the wall. I know that Conrad hates the term journalist or things of that nature, but we are in some way journalists, and my journalistic integrity would not allow me to say something that is not true. 100%. I hope that that's not what happens, but the writing does seem to be on the wall. I believe because of outside interference, that Braun Breaker will defeat CM Punk on the premiere episode of Raw in 2026. I'm not happy about it, but that's just what I see. I believe there's going to be a new champion.
Okay. At least he's keeping it a buck, man.
I got to keep it 100 with you, man. I mean, I'm not happy about it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact. I just think his character is weak, bro. I really think it's so weak. But I think WWE, matter of fact, I know, to your credit, Conrad, because you told me about this a long time ago, and Chad as well. Chad's been trying to put me on as well. I see what you guys see. WWE has decided he's the guy. And I think January 5th, you're going to see a new world champion.
Yes, and T-Perk, that is absolutely one of my favorite songs to sing from that movie. Yeah, I think it's open and shut case for it. I don't know where CM Punk goes from here either.
Well, I mean, if he retains, then he goes to WrestleMania. Yeah,
but to me, then the only other thing you're going to end up doing is putting him, Seth, and Braun in like a triple threat then at Mania, which it's like, okay.
Remember my original prediction for WrestleMania. My original prediction was a triple threat rematch, this time for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Seth is not well, so it still could be Roman and CM Punk.
It could be. I still think the better move is Roman Cody.
Okay.
Now I think that's what they're going to do. Because you remember I said I thought Cody and Punk could be intriguing. I feel like we've lost that with the injury now.
Okay.
Now because Roman has nothing to do, listen, we got to go with this match now before we run out. I just want to say
this from the bottom of my heart. This means everything to me, what I'm about to tell you right now, my brother. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. I love it.
Delayed Grad said, keep that hope, but I don't trust Triple H. Cena's last run was booked like they didn't have a plan. It was. And I think
well said, Grats.
In John Cena's interview, where he doesn't say much, he basically said my heel turn was for a viral moment. What? Jasim, I think you would be right though in saying that you think Punk's going to be the 2K26 cover star. I'd be willing to bet that.
You know something? I got a little bit of a Homer idea for the cover, and when I say the name that I'm about to say, I think, oh my God, here we go again. Now, just bear with. Now, I've already said no world title, right? I think Jey Uso is the cover guy for 2026. I really do. I know that sounds crazy. It's two guys to me that should be in the running. It should either be Jey Uso or LA Knight.
I could see special editions for like Punk or Uso. Like you could flip them. Like if Jay's on the regular cover, then you get the Punk edition, and you know it's Punk on the background.
And let me give you some context, my friend. The only reason I'm saying that, as opposed to CM Punk, is because CM Punk's been the cover guy before.
Thank you, Jen Carter. KJ, appreciate you.
Appreciate you very much. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only reason I'm going there. Because CM Punk, shout out to, help me out. Was that
Jasim said this.
Jasim, shout out to Jasim. Punk is the cover guy for 2026. Makes all the sense in the world. Only reason I'm saying that is because he's already been the cover guy. Jey Uso is still hot in the arenas. LA Knight is still hot in the arenas. So I'm like, let's switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. And can't you see the Yeet edition? Him with the big sunglasses on in the front.
Exactly.
It makes all the perfect sense. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it.
There you go.
Let's see here.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride.
Y'all better be glad I can't sing.
Make it easier. Let the children lie.
McKinney says it's time to start making those plans to usher in the new guys as the current guard ages out. Unfortunately, everyone in the main event picture is in their upper 40s.
To our friend McKinney's point. I ask you, Conrad Cushman. I ask you, chat. Will the youth movement kick in without the coronation of LA Knight?
I'm going to say the same thing I said for Jey Uso, bro. I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Okay.
We would like it. I mean, listen, if we walk out and LA Knight wins the Royal Rumble, there's a formula then after this, and I'll stop doing this. But
I mean, because keep it a stat. We all know that Jay Uso. I'm sorry, guys. We all know that LA Knight being injured is a setup for something in the future. Now, what it is, we don't know.
Yeah, is he going to face Bronson Reed and then that's it? It depends. Listen, Drew, LA Knight. I'm trying to think of who. Name some other people who deserve the world title right now.
Well, Drew, LA Knight. I think Bronson Reed is overlooked, bro. There's a lot of people. He's
definitely not getting the looks he should. Like,
right.
That's why I don't like Logan Paul being in that group. Where I'm like, Heyman should be focusing on Bronson Reed destroying people. But I think now they're gonna do some of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel some type of way about this, but all of these guys aren't going to get world title runs. That's the crazy
thing,
part.
though. I'd be a hypocrite, Conrad Cushman, if I didn't say, if I could sit up here and start and drive the Jey Uso bandwagon, which, by the way, I think was successful because you can't say he wasn't. He got his moment in the sun, even though it didn't last very long. I'd be a hypocrite if I did not say that LA Knight should get the same situation. LA Knight deserves to be world champion. He's already had been deserving of being world champion. So I'm going to go a step further, even though McKinney says, yeah, Sean, I think that's unfortunately the case. LA Knight should come back theoretically, because I already said Roman Reigns. Theoretically, LA Knight should come back and win the Royal Rumble. Think about that. Otherwise, why are you putting him on the shelf? See, that's why I have a little bit of faith. No faith in WWE, but a little bit of faith in the LA Knight roller coaster curve. Why would they fictitiously put him on the shelf? I'm asking you, why do you think they put him on the shelf?
Do you want me to be cynical?
Sure.
Because they're gonna promise, like, we're gonna do big things with you, but the big things are gonna be you're gonna feud with Bronson Reed. That way, that's what you're gonna be off doing while we do what we want, and we start talking about the waste of time that has been. Let's go through those names that you had mentioned to me, Sean. Sean, I brought this topic up. We can bring it up real quick. The Street Profits, Julia,
Carmelo Hayes, even though we know a little something about Carmelo from last week. But.
Carmelo Hayes. I'm trying not to spoil anything either.
Yeah, I'm leaving it alone.
But listen, there's enough people on SmackDown. SmackDown being 3 hours is not going to help if you're not going to book it better.
It's going to make it worse. It's going to make it worse.
Well, listen, and I'll be honest, me and Sean, it's hard pressed to find us sitting there actually watching it on a Friday. Usually I'm checking out the next game.
Let me tell you something, bro. You want to hear something crazy? I think I told you, but maybe I didn't. I didn't even DVR it.
No.
I forgot to DVR it. That's bad, bro. That's bad when you forget to DVR it.
And you know what I was watching?
Yeah.
I said, the Paul fight, or I was watching CMLL.
I was watching the Paul fight and the Knicks game.
Courtesy of Triller.
There you go. Yeah. Shout out to Triller TV.
Yeah, shout out to Triller because they're the only place where you can watch CMLL without having issues.
Yeah, but I was watching the Knicks and I was watching the Paul and Joshua fight.
I can't blame it, man. Like, listen, Monday Night Raw is their most consistent show, and however you feel about that show is what it is. But I would like to see some other stuff happen. And the Street Profits, that's a shame. That's a darn shame.
They haven't been on TV in months.
And here, let's get
wait, my brother. Did you say weeks? Because I'm not sure. It might be. Think about it. I don't think the Profits have been on TV since I know it sounds difficult, my friend, to say months.
Executive producers in the chat. Somebody Google.
Somebody look. Now. I'm pretty sure. You know what? I'll split the difference. At least 6 weeks.
Remember, they had a heel turn going on.
Yeah, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute, bro. I think they haven't been on TV in 2 months. I'm telling you. I'm not sure. I think they haven't been on TV in 2 months.
Ray Thompson mentioned in Damian Priest. Damian Priest won the world title, and Damian Priest, this is another example of, I know they say he's hurt, he's banged up. Everyone's banged up, right?
Right.
But he went from having like 200-something matches to like 100-something to 70-something, and now he's in like 24. Crazy. Whoa.
I told you. I told you. Thank you, McKinney. I told you, bro. I know. I don't blame you, Conrad, for saying weeks because how in the world could it be that long? It's been that long, bro. 2 months. Thank you, Rob. I see 2 months, bro. It's pathetic. WWE makes me sick, bro. That's pathetic. The Profits haven't been on your television screen in 2 months. Let that sink in, bro. Let that sink in. And I know because I know you. I know that the only reason you said it couldn't possibly be that long is because you couldn't possibly fathom WWE could be that stupid. Guess what? They are.
Total mistake, in my opinion. And I'll let you pick. Do we go the Cody route or do you want to talk Austin Theory?
Oh, you know I'm always happy to talk about Cody Rhodes.
Rhodes.
QB1
is.
Think about how stupid that sounds. QB1. Moron.
I figured every time. Michael, QB1, Cody Rhodes. Hold on, I'm gripping the sides of the chair too. QB1, Cody Rhodes. Like easy, Michael Cole.
Take it easy,
bro. Do you think he's turning heel after that little altercation with Aldis? And he was kind of like, "Yo, I'm the champ. I call the shots." So,
Quills, Guy Will Gamble, McKinney, M. Leasy, everybody. Is Cody Rhodes turning heel in 2026? This question is where the catchphrase comes from. Do I need to say it out loud?
One time for the new listeners. Go ahead.
That sounds like a good idea. You know what that means. Parentheses. They're not going to do it. They're not going to freaking do it.
I'm going to help you find who did this to you, Jacob. Adrenaline.
There you go, guys. It's ridiculous, man. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to keep him this baby face cornball. Guy Will Gamble. Love you, bro. Appreciate you, man. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because they don't care about how many times do I have to tell you? WWE doesn't care about what you want. They don't care.
Terrible. Until you find a babyface replacement, he's never going to turn like Cena. That's true. You got to have someone to take the spot if you're going to do a turn that big. But then again, sometimes you can afford to just try to shake something up. But when you're making that much money, what do you have to shake it up for? You don't.
There you go.
Austin Theory, we found out, revealed himself as the masked man. Now, we don't know if he's aligned with the Vision or Heyman and the homies at this point, but he looked weird, man. I'm not going to lie. The haircut, like, shaved down, the straggly beard a little bit. Is this it for Austin Theory? Like, what? This is a 28-year-old dude. I don't know, man. They've wasted a lot. They wasted 3 years of this dude's time. 3 years wasted. And don't forget that cash in. The worst cash in of all time.
Worst cash in of all time. My answer, chat, I'm going to direct this towards you. I'm going to ignore Conrad for 1 second because I'm talking about Conrad to you. My respect for Conrad Cushman is the only reason, chat, that I'm going to answer this question. What? No, my respect for Conrad Cushman is the only reason I'm going to answer because you know why the Austin Theory situation is falling flat. It's falling flat, Quills, you're right there with me. It's falling flat because Austin Theory being revealed as the masked man is the same thing as drinking lukewarm water when you're thirsty. It quenches your thirst, but it always leaves you wanting more. Austin Theory's reveal was one of the worst, most predictable, and boring reveals of all time. It did not resonate with the fans. It did not resonate with anybody watching on television. It was nothing. It was nothing. And I don't blame Austin Theory, Conrad Cushman. I blame World Wrestling Entertainment. What a joke. They have ruined this kid. They have ruined this kid. And you know what the sad part is, Conrad Cushman, amongst all the other sad parts? And chat, tell me if I'm wrong. WWE actually got it right the first time. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say what I think I just said? Yeah, I said it. WWE got it right the first time. Would you like to know what I'm talking about, Conrad Cushman? 2 words. The way. That was working. That was resonating. That was entertaining. But once again, WWE deviates from something that's working and turns it into a pile of dog crap. And that's the reason why at a pay-per-view like the Survivor Series, when anything can happen, sarcasm, we see a masked man come from the crowd. We see a 3-week buildup, to WWE's credit, a 3-week buildup. And a man takes off a mask, and we felt nothing.
I just don't understand. Why would you do the reveal that week too? Like, just think about this. You could have had the intrigue at least until the debut episode, that January 5th show. That's when you do the reveal, not here.
But that being said, Conrad, and I want you to really take the ball on this one, whether it was last week or whether it was January 5th. Who cares? I mean, are you saying it would have been better if they had did that?
I think so. I think at least you would still have had the intrigue for it, and you could have gauged the situation more.
I guess.
But I guess they didn't want to. Let's see here. I'm just looking. The Way was a fun time with Indy, Theory, Gargano, and Candice, even Dexter. They had
all the way, by the way. Commonalities. Indy, gone. Dexter, gone.
Well, no, new gimmick. He's with the Wide Six.
Might as well be gone. Wide Six are not doing well either.
Tag champs.
Oh, please. That's another one. That's another one we can talk about. Give me a break. Do you think this Wyatt Six thing is worth? Don't get me started, bro.
They were battling in bounce houses in AAA. What are you talking about? You didn't see them fighting in the bounce houses in AAA this weekend? Going at it. Let me see.
Going at it.
Part of me thinks Russo in creative now isn't bad. I don't know about that. You can go watch your Juggalo Championship Wrestling on YouTube. I will give them the nod there, but I don't know. Depends on if that's your thing. If you like Russo, you'll like Russo.
I think MJB just hit that comment right out of the park. I think that's a fact, bro. I think sometimes, bro, like I said, bro. At the end of the day, yo, he wasn't that bad, bro. He wasn't that bad. He was bad in WCW. He was not bad in WWE.
Russo needs to be tamed, I think.
I understand the narrative that he needed to be tamed, but at the end of the day, he still put on great television for years.
I think he did in WWE, TNA, and WCW.
Okay. I said WCW was a train wreck. I said that.
Did you like him in TNA?
I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't worse. It wasn't worse.
I don't know, man. They were when the crowd's chanting to fire you. That's bad. Like in the middle of matches.
I'm just trying to say, I think Vince Russo gets a bad rap. Was he great at his job? No, but was he terrible at his job? You can't be terrible at your job when you're producing TV in 2000s for WWE.
I think some of the people that praise him give him way too much credit, but I also think that people who hate on him are giving him way too much.
Well, I can speak on behalf of people that think he did an okay job. I think WWE in 99 and 2000 was must watch TV. And at the end of the day, whether he had Vince, what's the word I'm looking for, filtering his ideas or not, it was still his vision. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had a job. Am I right?
It depends on what you believe. Some people have said that he finds a way to stick around, but
Okay.
it depends on how you feel about Russo. But it's definitely an interesting discussion, I think, because I've always told you this too. This is not a lie. When he first got in WCW, the ratings did go up for like a couple weeks.
And you know what? Right here on Clash of the Podcast, I thought we had nothing to talk about this week. What a great show.
See? Look at that. We'll find a way. Jesse, what's good, man? I see you.
Jess, what up, my friend? Chat. God bless you, brother.
Just put up his stuff in there as well. We got the Royal Rumble.
Nothing but love for my brother in Christ, my guy Jesse. Appreciate you.
Always, man. All love, man, to him and James.
Shout out to James as well, absolutely.
Royal Rumble gonna be in Riyadh. It's gonna be coming up soon here. We kind of mentioned that and what's gonna happen with it. We got a little injury news before we move into AEW. Dominic Mysterio injured at the AAA show. Looked like he might have had a shoulder injury from once again. Sean, not the destroyers that people are always complaining about. It wasn't a Styles clash off the top rope or anything crazy. It was a suplex that just went wrong with his father.
I hear, but the thing is, why is he wrestling in AAA?
Now we're talking here.
What like for what, bro? Like, what are you?
I did think of you. I did go back and start trying to watch the show because everyone praised that Cruiserweight Championship match with Laredo Kid, Javon Evans, and Jack Cartwheel. I didn't want to leave him out. But when I went back and watched the show, man, I heard the LWO music. I'm like, where have these guys been? Like what is going on here, man?
Yeah,
like,
pathetic.
I feel like they just put people in these other lands where they want them to get over then when they're not going to get over on regular TV. So they're like, yeah, you go to TNA, you guys go to AAA. There you go.
Yeah. By the way, AAA is not really AAA. It's Triple H.
Triple I.
Triple H.
You're the largest attendance here tonight.
The largest gate in history.
That's right.
All we had to do was put on a great show and triple our ticket prices.
Yeah, El Grande, man, he definitely turned babyface as well. I wonder if they're gonna pull what you just said there, Matt, that he could be the mega champion. They might do that. All love, man. So prayers up to Dominic, man. Hopefully he's not hurt because now you just lost someone who's getting a lot of heat, and
he better not be seriously hurt because that was my sleeper pick. Roman Reigns is my pick for the Royal Rumble. My sleeper is Dominic Mysterio, and I hope. But you know what? I got to take that back. Dominic Mysterio is probably more likely to win Money in the Bank next year.
Could be. But this was his time to have the mid-card title, and he was elevating that title. We'll see.
No question. IC title hasn't been this prominent in years. Including when, so people know, Sean, including when Jey Uso had it. Shut up.
Oh, I was waiting for the Gunther fans to kick in.
Oh, well, Gunther had a great run, but you can say Dom's been more entertaining.
They had something going here. Now we're gonna have to wait and see. And I think when he comes back, is he gonna be a babyface if he goes out? That might be
sure. I mean, first of all, we've been waiting for the official turn for a long time.
It might happen.
By the way, I don't know why I like that so much, but Triple H. I don't know why I like that so much.
Well done. MJF is back, man. AEW had their Holiday Bash episode. Sean popped on and did that review with me. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
And MJF is back, man. He ran down all of his opponents. We talked about if he's got to have a plan here for World's End, and the World's End main event is now a 4-way match. What do you think? What do you think of what's going on in the land of AEW? What's got your interest? What's intriguing you?
Well, as a fan of AEW, it makes absolutely no sense that he would announce his cash-in way ahead of time in a fatal 4-way match. But that must mean he has something up his sleeve. So I'm extremely intrigued by this match. I love the fact that Samoa Joe is a defending world champion in a pay-per-view of this caliber. I do believe he will walk out of World's End without that title. However, I'm very much torn on who I think will be the replacement. I don't think that that Hangman will get it back, at least not on December 27th. I'm thinking it's going to be Swerve Strickland or MJF, and I think it's a very intriguing main event.
Yeah, for sure. You could go a lot of different routes with that. and I agree with you. I feel like Swerve and Swerve and Hangman, they could definitely reignite their rivalry. Something can go astray here. Lots of interesting things. The only thing I wish they would add to this match is I would love for it to be like an elimination match, unless there's a reason why it can't be that we just don't see yet. But I would prefer, I think they should do that for triple threats and all that. Like, just do the old ECW route. The problem is nobody wants to get pinned. This goes back to what I said about Survivor Series. Can we please have people take pins? I promise I'm not going to look at you any different. If you lose like 30 times, I'll look at you differently. But I'm not going to look at you differently for one loss. I promise.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing in the world to take an L. It's just, I think, triple threat, I disagree with you. I think one fall is cool, but these fatal four ways or more, I think elimination is a much better way to go. I really do, man. I really do.
I just want to get away from the formula of, let's just say it's the 4-way, right? Mm-hmm. Boom, 2 guys are in the ring. A and B are locking it up. C and D go to the floor. Lay there, sit there, wait. Okay, they go out now. C and D go in. Now we go at it. I don't like that formula. With triple threats, at least everyone could be in the ring. I want a match where they all don't leave the ring. Like, just everybody stay in the ring and figure it out from there. But
agreed. Which is why I think we're foreshadowing way in advance here. But that's why I think Money in the Bank is a little bit convoluted. I think it's too many guys. Yeah. We're up to like 8 guys. Like, it's too much going on, bro.
Yeah, and Matt keeps saying, man, he thinks it could be something with the dynasty here from MLW. They might.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I think he's got a trick up his sleeve, like we've been saying. Now they have announced ahead of time instead of Money in the Bank style. I hate the Money in the Bank thing. I don't think AEW should do it. It's too much. You got a guaranteed title shot. That's fine. You can cash it in whenever. Add yourself to a match. You want to use it on a Dynamite? Yep, I'm using it on a Dynamite. Cool. Just announce it beforehand. I would prefer that rather than I'm doing it right now after someone's been beat up. It's overdone.
Ooh, very rare that you and I are on different ends of the spectrum. I think that's the only thing about Money in the Bank that is fun. The fact that you could be watching a random Monday Night Raw and somebody could be in a tag match and get destroyed in a tag match and then have, and I'm not a WWE apologist by any stretch of the mind, but I think they get the Money in the Bank one right. Not the match. I just said the match is a little bit too convoluted, but the aftermath and the cash-ins, I've always liked the cash-ins.
It just makes it to where, like, if the world champion doesn't win a match, like if you put him in the last man standing, put him in the I Quit, why wouldn't you cash in? He's about to get hit by a forklift. Cash in.
Absolutely. It takes the intrigue away a little bit. Right?
Yeah, I'm just like, I think it's just gone on for too long. It would work better to me if you did it in increments, Sean, where you're like, you know what? Let's cash a Money in the Bank winner just to spice things up. That would be better, I think, rather than every year. It's a tentpole event. You know when it's going to happen. New Orleans, Money in the Bank. We got it coming up, and you just know who's going to get it.
To piggyback off of what you said, I've always been an advocate of the Money in the Bank match returning to WrestleMania. I've always been an advocate of that. But, WWE's all about making money, man.
Is TK going to play hot potato with the world title? He hasn't done it really since the inception of the company, so it's okay if he wants to move it around. I wouldn't do that all the time for like 2-3 years straight, but you can do that once in a while.
I think T Ferg is right on the money. I think that's exactly what you're going to see on the 27th.
It's like
there's nothing conceivable in my mind that has Joe walking out as a champion.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how petty people could be in certain situations, Conrad. It's ridiculous. Yeah, about getting pinned. Yeah. I just don't understand it.
Brother.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me, dude. The world title scene in 2026 is going to be interesting in AEW because I assume everyone believes Ospreay will somehow win the world title at All In. You could go back to him and MJF too.
If he's healthy.
Yeah. This 4-way match for the AEW Championship will be lit at AEW Worlds End. I agree, Ace. I agree. And welcome.
Welcome, Ace. Yeah, I think World's End is shaping up to be a tremendous pay-per-view. AEW never disappoints on the pay-per-view side.
For the most part, like they're bad and worse pay-per-views. I think the worst pay-per-view I've ever given is like a C+.
And I know exactly which one it was. It was the All Out right after All In, after the first All In. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, it was wait.
It was after the first All In. It was after the first All In.
Hold on, my brain. There was a Double or Nothing 2020. Was there an All Out 2019? Yes.
There's been All Outs for a while, but I'm talking about the one.
All-Out. It was the one where Matt Hardy fell on the back of his head, and they still had him wrestling. It's all like, what is this show?
We disagree. I'm talking about the one a week after the original All In Wembley.
Oh, were they doubled up? Yeah, they shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, I thought that was a weak show. But other than that,
I like that show actually. I thought it was good. They had some gems on there, like Danielson and Ricky.
We differ in opinion on that one, but yeah. I think we all agree. MJF, AEW puts on better pay-per-views than World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, because they care. That's one of the benefits of. I know someone just recently said like Tony Khan books for himself. He's a fan, so that's fine with me because he knows that, like, hey, this has to deliver. People are spending $50 on this. That's why the shows are so long. That's why me and Sean are kind of the proponent of, okay, your show's a little bit longer. I know this going in. Cool. And if I don't want to watch, I'll just stop watching and come back to it tomorrow or whatever. Right. You know what I mean?
But one thing I'll never regret, and I think that's what you're saying, Conrad, I will never regret paying for that show. Whether I watch it that night or the next morning, I'm not going to regret paying for that show. WWE, you regret it. It's like, okay, thank God this was back in the network. Thank God this was only $9.99.
Listen, now I was gone that night when WrestlePalooza happened, but if you spent $30 on WrestlePalooza, would you not be mad?
Oh my God!
Would you not be upset?
Oh my God! What a disgrace! I mean, and that was the premiere on ESPN.
Yeah. Delayed grads knew they're too long, but Hubs already said it. Yeah,
bro, too long, but it's good stuff though.
Yes, and Dynamite and Collision definitely have some good wrestling this week. I am doing it after show. I think it's going to be with BJ. Here's the issue, guys. I don't know if it's going to be at like 8:00 after they air Dynamite.
Facts are close. 100% facts.
Facts, and I will co-sign that. He said AEW pay-per-views blow WWE out the water without question. We'll be doing a review this week, either Wednesday at like 8 or it'll be like an afternoon Thursday one. Me and BJ are still working on it. More so my problem, less so his. So we're trying to line everything up and keep it going. But let's stick with the news here real quick, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Is this it? Yeah, these are all the matches for the upcoming week, man. So this is the matches for Dynamite on top, Collision on the bottom. Continental Classic is all in there. We got a tie in the Gold League. It's going to be interesting, man. I think Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey might be like the guys who have shown out. And I'll put Fletcher in there too. Straight crushed it this whole time. All their matches just
I've said it before, I'll say it again. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, has the best in-ring product in the world.
And we got news from them. Alex Windsor is the new Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's Champion.
The tumble continues.
Man, I could have swore someone told you.
You said that. You said it was coming. The tumble continues, and it's going to be all the way until All In next year when a babyface Mercedes wins the big one, because you were right, Conrad. She's losing those belts week after week.
She might even be winning tag titles if certain company keeps treating her best friend in a bad way. Because I don't know if she feels valued. I mean, she probably did recently with her last match, but I think
but how could she feel that? How could she feel valued? Even that Saturday night's main event was just throwing a bone, bro.
Yeah. Well, and they needed someone to put over someone, and she's always willing to do business. Might have to go over there and redo things a little bit.
There you go. Talk your talk, Conrad. Congratulations. Bailey does deserve better, daggone it.
Or Pam, because that might be her name when she goes over there. But good on Alex Windsor for winning that championship. I think it's a good move to have that happen. And Sean, I want to talk a little wrestling history for you because I learned something.
Before we talk wrestling history, I need to know why he's standing like that.
Who, Tony?
Yeah, please. He was talking. No, pull it back on screen. Why does he stand like that? He is such a dork. I respect him. He is such a dork.
He's our dork.
Stand regular. Like, just, you don't have to. My God.
He's our dork, Sean.
Okay, good.
That's how I
dork. He
reminds me of a friend that you'd have in like elementary school. You're like, you know what? Don't make fun of that dude. That's my dog right there. He can talk football and wrestling with me. He's cool.
I would defend him, but on the low, I'd be like, bro, just relax. Like, chill out.
Let my man Tony live. Yeah. Tony, first Dynamite was originally booked for MSG before some company blocked it. Now, I don't have to tell you who did this.
Of course not.
Me and M. Leezy had an interesting conversation in the DMs where Matt said, do you think that he brought this up so that they can run it in the future? And I said, I think it's a double positive. I think Tony told this story because people were chanting MSG and he had to tell them, like, look, that's probably not going to happen and here's why, but also puts pressure on MSG. If they get hot again, you better call me. Don't feed me no excuses this time. The question is, will they do it? I don't know. I think the ties are too tight with WWE for that.
But this one, that's why I've been having a lot of fun on this show as always. But this one I get serious, and I'll be brief, because I don't want to bring the mood down. WWE are just ridiculous. You know, this whole monopoly that they have on the industry, it quite frankly makes me sick. It's something that continues to be a problem. How they can think this is good for wrestling is beyond me, but I don't think they care that it's good for wrestling or not. They just care about what's good for WWE. I would love to see AEW in Madison Square Garden. I think AEW should have a pay-per-view in Madison Square Garden. One of the greatest shows I've ever seen was Ring of Honor meets New Japan, 1999. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. And to me, the fact that AEW, which to me is the premier wrestling organization in the world as it relates to in-ring competition, cannot go there because WWE continues to block them. It's just wrong. And I wish somebody would step in and do something about it. Shame on Madison Square Garden for allowing it to be that way. Shame, because Madison Square Garden doesn't need World Wrestling Entertainment. They don't. They don't. They are still the world's most famous arena. If WWE was their cash cow, if it was their cash cow, exactly, you know what I'm talking about, Emily. If WWE was the founding force or the primary force behind Madison Square Garden's financial stability, it would make sense. But who plays at Madison Square?
New York.
Like, you got the Knicks, the Rangers. Like, why does WWE have to be like? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm even more annoyed with Madison Square Garden than I am with WWE at this point.
I think it's because back in the day, Vince's father ran it so much.
I hear you, but
yeah, I don't know if they just play off of that and that's just a big thing for them or whatnot, but it's what it is. Continuing with the news, Danhausen's contract with AEW is set to expire in February of 2026, according to Fightful Select.
Triple H.
I think we see Maniahausen is what I'm thinking we're going to end up seeing.
I'm predicting right now he ends up at Triple H.
Behold, the booking date for Danhausen, the t-shirts, the teeth, they're all there. It's been fantastic. The teeth are selling great with the kids. We've never sold more than this in our lives. Thank you so much. Are they chanting for more teeth? Is that what I hear?
We want teeth. We want teeth.
Seth will be back by Mania. Moving forward into New Japan. We talked about New Japan. I'm just pulling up the card so you guys can see it. But Sean, in that match right above here where it's got the Bullet Club War Dogs with Hiromu and the homies in there, Shingo Takagi, United Empire has two mystery spots. One of them was revealed, Sean.
Talk to me.
Andrade El Idolo La Sombra has said that he will be back in New Japan and will team with the United Empire at Wrestle Kingdom. They have also added an 8th match to the mix. New Japan stepping it up, man, and this is going to be on TV in Japan.
Look, one thing you could always count on. They're going to go all in, no pun intended. They're going to go all in for their biggest show of the year. Wrestle Kingdom is the Super Bowl for New Japan, so they're not going to skimp on that. I respect them for it.
Always. Let me see here. Just saw CV's interview of Todd Gresham. Had a few eye-opening comments on how petty WWE can get. That story about the gym and re-racking the bars was crazy. I only saw a little clip, but I don't know if you saw that where he just yelled at him. Like,
yes, I did.
He was like, I wasn't even the one who did it. I don't know, man. Remember when you were a kid and you just like, even college, you were like, man, I would love to work for WWE one day. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh, man.
Was I wrong.
Oh, man. The dream is to work independently in the industry, because working under that umbrella does not seem fun to me.
For sure. What up, E? I see you in the chat, bro.
What up, E?
Dan, someone said Danhausen in AAA would be good. Danhausen in
not AAA, not AAA.
No, AAA.
Triple H.
fighting the reptile. NXT is a great place for Danhausen. Yeah, he can be down there.
Yeah.
My Macho Man impression is gold. You might have to send in a clip for us, a voice note here.
Yeah.
I see these toys laying around. Yeah. Better clean them up before your mom wakes up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
Let my boy Dan out of Guantanamo Bay. Yo, AEW's wrong for holding on to his contract as long as they have for
Facts.
I know he's been hurt for part of it, but let that brother go, man. At this point, it's over. And last thing of the night, breaking news. Andrade has technically been freed from his non-compete clause as of December 12th, and he is free to work anywhere he wants, according to Fightful.
I'm happy for him as an individual, as a person. I'm happy that he now is once again a free agent. You know, he just has to make smarter decisions, because he was freed from the chains of WWE once, and he went back.
This is true, but let me tell you this: it doesn't stop what they did. Mm-hmm. It's not legal, and They know this is not legal. That's why they settled it before it gets to a judge. Billionaires' money. Think about this: billionaires' money supply, Andrade's money supply, and this is a dude who's probably a millionaire. Right?
Yes, he's a millionaire, but he's not a billionaire. Exactly.
When you look at what Andrade has done, what he can do for the industry, he knows his worth, and he can go put up the money, go get a lawyer. They'll tie it up all day. Yeah. Oh, I can't be there this week. Oh, Hunter's really busy. He chipped his nail. He can't be there, Your Honor. Sorry, I know he's the star witness. They're eating up your money. And then the time when it's time to make a decision, hey, do you want to settle this in arbitration? We'll just have someone else decide it for us and we'll agree to it or whatever. Sure. How about this? Why don't we just give you this much and now you can go freely? They got what they wanted. They blocked him. And at the same time, they showed him who's boss. And they're like, yeah, we'll end the contract now. It's okay. And you spent how much money? And now we get to keep it, and no judge ever saw it. Right.
Let you dry.
Just giving you the game, y'all. That's what happens. So be smart about it, and just know, people. Because
it's a deadly game.
T. Ferg said, "When is Keith Lee going to be released? Does Keith Lee still want to wrestle?"
Oh my God, we don't even know if he's still interested in the business.
Dude, do you know how many times have they tried to do that Swerve feud? They tried many times. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, Andrade was at House of Glory as well. Yes, Charles Manson. Like, keep your eye out for that guy. I'm telling you, future star. Other than that, Sean, I don't have anything else unless you got something you'd like to bring up or discuss.
No, fantastic show, man. We just got to keep this momentum going. Make sure you guys watch All In. It's gonna be All In. Excuse me. Make sure you watch World End. Coming up.
You're thinking of that because All In's going to be on HBO Max January 16th. Look at
that. That's what I'm thinking about. There you go. That's what's up. But make sure you guys watch World's End on your pay-per-view carriers. If you're watching from international location, it will be available on Trilla TV. Conrad and my guy Derek will be bringing you their AEW review coming up this Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Back to their regularly scheduled programming and back to their regularly scheduled. Next week. Oh my, 6:05. Oh, so you're going immediately following early in the evening.
We might. I still haven't decided yet. So it's either gonna be like 8 p.m.-ish or it's gonna be Thursday in the afternoon.
Okay, so to be determined. Make sure you keep your dial tuned in to find out what's gonna happen with that. A new episode of Hubbard will be dropping not this week, but next week. So keep a lookout for that. I want to thank everybody who tuned in to Conrad and I on Hubbarnomics as we discussed the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight. The numbers were really good. I appreciate you guys showing up in droves to watch that. So make sure you check us out. Obviously, go to the merch store for both of us and get some good merch from HW Weekly and Everything Pro Wrestling. And some Clash of the Podcast stuff I'm working on, by the way. Connor doesn't even know that. I'm working on some new Clash of the Podcast merchandise that I'm going to be thinking about putting into production, and I'm going to run it by you as well, Conrad. So we got some good stuff coming. So with that being said, Conrad, I want to kick it back. I was going to kick it back to you.
I'm too excited to talk about this. Next week, we will have a guest. It's going to be Narcolepsy Boy 94. We call him Malik. We've known him for a long time. You've probably seen his TikToks, his Facebook page, Instagram stuff. We are going to be back next week, and it's your favorite show and ours, I would say. It's a deep one for me, at least. Our preview and prediction. So we are going to review what we said last year, what we predicted would happen, and see who got the most right. Sean is up, I think, on 2 on me for this. Don't know who's going to win this year, and we are going to do the same next year. So, Sean, all throughout the week, get your WWE, your AEW, your New Japan, your TNA predictions, and get them ready.
I got you. And how many?
I don't ever put a number on it. Just
okay.
Go crazy.
I got you. And
I need to because I get a lot
matter
wrong.
Matter of fact, you send yours to me also because what I can do is I can put it on hweekly.com.
There we go. I usually have them written down, so I can do that.
Yeah, we got all your social media outlets covered. Make sure hweekly.com is a place that you check out for your combat sports. Anyway, with that being said, Conrad's got you locked in. I've got you locked in. Everything Pro Wrestling will be bringing you this coming week. Their AEW review, time and place to be determined. Hubbonomics coming soon. And as always, we'll be right back here next Monday night, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. So on behalf of my good friend Conrad Cushman, my name is Sean Hubbard. Very, very important message. So check it out. The closing line is going to be a little bit different. God bless. Be encouraged. Evil never prevails. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. And however you may be celebrating and wherever you may be celebrating and whoever you are celebrating with, God bless and have a wonderful holiday. We'll see you soon. We're out.